Welcome to the second part of Swift Basics, where the subject is flow control. There's an if-else, a for-in, while, repeat, switch, and of course functions. Now, an if statement, the condition doesn't have to be enclosed in parentheses. However, the code block does have to be enclosed in curly brackets. That's of course also true for the else. Now, in C and Objective-C, you were able to just simply say if 0, that would be a true condition. However, in Swift, the condition has to be a bool, true or false. For-in this case, the variable is I, and there's a range from 0 to 2, 0, 1, 2. You can also have a range that excludes the uppermost value, in this case, 0 and 1. You can loop through an array. This is a literal array of 2 strings, and it's for string in, loops through the array. Note the standard C Objective-C 4 with the 2 semicolons are no longer supported. They were in earlier versions of Swift. Also, the auto increment and decrement operators aren't supported either. While loops may not execute if the condition is not true. In the case of repeats, they always execute once. That was the equivalent of a do loop in C and Objective-C. Switch statements are much more powerful. You can switch on other things other than integers, in this case switching on a string. The default is necessary in this case because the switch has to be complete. Also, you notice there's no break. Fall through is not assumed. However, you can use a fall through keyword. Functions. In the first case, we have a function that has no return value and no arguments. In the second case, we have a function with one argument. The name is num, the value is int, and the return value is a string. Now, functions can be nested. You can have a function within a function. This is useful when a function needs a helper function. Something is called multiple times. The nested function isn't visible outside the scope of the outermost function. That's it for part 2. Move on to part 3.